Let's see how we get on. Right, and so first things first, let's have a look at the league table. York have won it by a distance, 95 points, could go on to be Centurions. We've got the goal scorers, the average ratings, and everything, so we're looking pretty good. Chorley we play today, and 80 points. Basically, if we win this, we practically guarantee ourselves second, especially with the form we've been in. Now, we had this early season form that were unstoppable as we go down. I think the last game you saw was York, where we lost 1-0. We haven't lost since then. 2-0, 1-1 draw, 2-0 win, 2-2 draw. And then since we sort of set on this tactic and set on this style, 5-1, 3-1, 2-1. Obviously, that's looking like it's going to be 1-1, isn't it? But it's not been too bad. Let's just have a quick look. We are playing a 5. Let me just show you that first. So this is the team we're playing, a 5-3-2. And just to show you sort of what it looks like in action, we'll just have a quick pop to the analysis page. And players, and with the ball, which is this, I've already set it up for you. Look at that. Here's one I made earlier. So back three here. Two wing backs, really pushed on. Flanagan is the deep line playmaker there. Scholes holding, but not quite in front of the back four. So a little bit pushed further forward. Andy Crutchlet as a roaming playmaker. Basically, just to get on the ball and make things happen. And I know you shouldn't really play with two playmakers, but we are doing. And then obviously as front two. As mentioned in the intro, Tyrese Simpson's out for 3 months, so we haven't got the luxury of him. And this will be the team to take on Chorley. So it's Langley in goal. A back five of Hines, Austin Jr., Bailey and Beck. Flanagan, Scholes and Crutchlet as the midfield three, with Edwards up front as the target man supporting Jamal Hector Ingram. Let's get into it. So this is basically a big test, you'd have to say, before the playoffs come around, which will be tomorrow's video. We've been in good form. We've been playing well, and really, York came down last season, and yeah, they've won it at a canter really. That last game you saw, even if we'd have won that, I'm not convinced we'd have caught them. So that is everything we want. Let's just have a quick look at his bench. Hawkridge is on bench. I'd rather Craney be on bench if I'm honest. Neil's there as well, so that's all good. We don't need any injuries before these playoffs, that must be said. That would be dire if we did. I fully expect you to win this game. Yeah, that would be absolutely dire if we got any injuries, because we simply can't afford them. In all fairness, we can't afford any. I mean, if Flanagan or Crutchlet at midfield were to get injured, I'd be concerned. Not that I don't trust Wilson and Neil, but they're not as good of players as them two, and it'd be disappointing. Penalty taking wise, Flanagan's scored his last two, so he's back on penalties. And like I said, Hines and Beck getting down them two wings has been a massive boost to us, and we've started looking like a team as we nearly go 1-0 up from that free kick. But yeah, so today's video is going to be this. Tomorrow's video, which is Saturday, is going to be the playoffs. That may be a 1 game or 2 game episode, providing nothing silly happens and we finish second. So that'll be a 1 or 2 game episode, and then Sunday should be sort of the pre-season. And we'll go for that. So Flanagan now, inside right, Hector Ingram. Oh, it's the post. Hits the post. It's a good effort. Flanagan doing bits down that right-hand side. Flanagan again to whip in and does. Oh, and Hector Ingram was attacking it, but couldn't quite get there. Austin will collect and run it out of play. Less to be said about that, the better. But looks like a positive start again. So yeah, 2 games to go, and I think the teams lower down the league as well, so we should hopefully have enough about us to finish second. Scholes now. Oh, it's a short throw into Flanagan. Back to him, crosses in, Edwards! Oh, and it's just wide of the left-hand post. Edwards, who's got 20 plus goals this season, Hector Ingram's there on sort of 16, 17. But must be noted he has been injured quite a bit, so it's not been easy for him. Crutchley Jr. up to Edwards. He's got Hines overlapping on the right, sprinting down the right hand side into the box, takes a touch and strikes one. And it's another good save from the Chorley goalkeeper. Wing backs overlapping at will. What more do you want? Flanagan crosses in. Edwards. Oh, and it's a good save. But it's all us. And this is looking good. If this is going to be what the playoffs are going to be like, then hopefully we're going to have it. Nick Austin's in the midfield stepping in. Played a lovely ball to Hector Ingram. And again, don't quite finish off, but it's good football. Another corner. Edwards has been causing a threat from these. It's knocked in towards the near post this time. Bailey will recover. Plays it into Flanagan. Oh, he's offside, unfortunately. But surely are frustrated. We're loving it. And as you can probably imagine, that the first attack they're going to have is probably going to go straight in back at net. Oh, but fortunately for Langley, or for us should I say, Langley makes a cracking save. I mean, ain't that just way it always happens? You can have all that possession and all that attacking play, and then first time they get a chance, bang. And it's I didn't realise it's Naughty Naughty's team this. Now this lad, I love Aurorian. This lad scores past us for fun. He's scored past us every time he's played against us. It's ridiculous. Bennett's now. And Junior Brown, it was poor defending, it must be said. We've not dealt with the corner well. Oh, and unfortunately that sends us 1-0 down. It's just a simple ball in. And, oh, I don't know that were the number 5, but... That's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Chorley clear downfield. Beck tries to win it but can't. Bailey. It were Bailey who gave that away. Crutchley now spraying out to the right hand side. Hines takes a touch, attacking the fullback. Whips in right footed. Edwards. Oh, and he's pulled off another good save. And he was offside allegedly. And Chorley. Oh, strike it again. And unbelievably, we're 2-0 down. And I'm starting to think it's the camera stuff. Because we've gone, what, 6-7 games without losing. And suddenly we've come on here. Flanagan now, corner whipped in. And thank God for that. Nick Austin, good header. Their keeper's got an answer it, but only managed to push it into his near post. We totally do not deserve to be losing this football match. Oh, and Beck should do better there. Don't react, don't react. He hasn't. And we've conceded 3 goals. What are we going to do if by some... I'm amazed. I'm totally amazed. We have not done a whole lot wrong there. And yet we are 3-1 down. And I'm going to have to be aggressive. And I can't believe what I'm watching. We've been superb. I'm going to push us on to attack him. We've been the better side. I mean, for the first half an hour, they've not had a touch. And then suddenly, Chorley seems to be our bogey side. Hines now. Oh, doesn't make the tackle. Does on the second occasion, but they get the cross in. It's headed away well by Bailey. And Bailey smashes clear. Come on, boys. We can do this. We can come back from this. I mean, I'm looking at Beck on that left-hand side, actually, and I think we're going to make a substitution. We're going to take Owen Beck off and bring Josh Casey on. Like for like, thinking behind that, their right midfielder seems to be having a field day. And it'd be nice to get a bit of cover in there, really. And for my next trick, My next idea is something I've been... Oh, we'll see how this corner goes. It's whipped in. Junior heads away. And we don't quite deal with it. We do now. Flanagan plays it to Hector Ingram. We need something now. Hector Ingram can't take him on. And I think we're going to make another substitution. It seems we can't. My plan were to do that. And I think that's what we will do. We do have a free kick. And somehow, we haven't scored from it. Maybe bringing Rodman on might just give us a bit more. Just somebody in behind that front two. Flanagan now. Crosses in again. It's headed away by Junior Brown and Crutchley will recover it. Back into Flanagan. Crutchley again. Two playmakers linking up. Switched across. Edwards into Rodman. And Rodman should have done better. Should have done a lot better. Casey now. Into Andy Crutchley. Plays it into Flanagan. It's a lovely ball. Into Edwards. Hector Ingram stood offside. And he's having a poor game. But due to Tyree Simpson being injured and the young lad we've got in on loan not quite being good enough, we haven't really got an option if he's not playing well. There is an option actually, which I'm thinking about. Junior wins it well. Casey does well, and it's not long. Hector Ingram doesn't even challenge, and I think he's got to come off after that. Hines should pick that up and does. Hines goes back into Austin, who plays it forward to Rodman. Crutchley now pings one. Hector Ingram. Oh, and that possibly is going to be his last effort of the game. He's not had a good game. What we're going to do is we're going to switch it to that. We will put Rodman as an inverted winger. Edwards can play as a target man. In fact, he can't. He can play as a poacher. And we need a winger, which we ain't got either. Ah! We're running out of depth here, aren't we? Try that. We'll leave Hector Ingram on. He does look disgusted with himself. Come on, boys. We will demand more. And switch to very attacking as it's crossed in. Fortunately, he's offside, but we've not looked comfortable defending them. We don't want to see another replay. Something in me still believes here. That's a good tackle. Pass up to Hector Ingram, who's not having the best game, but he's running at the... Oh, he's not had a good game at all, has he? And taking Oakridge off bench for Crane is probably weren't the idea. Crutchley now knocks down the right hand side. It's Hector Ingram again. And again, it's not a good finish, and it's just not been his day. It's not been his day. Unfortunately, there's not been a lot I can do about it due to us not having the players available. But it looks like another poor defeat, but there is signs there, and I'm pretty confident going into the playoffs that we are going to be able to do something. So 3-1 we lose. Do you know, I think it were just one of those days. And I don't think you see us win a lot on camera, do you? But we're obviously second. And like I said, I could have brought you back for any of them games, and you'd have thought, looks good. Come back for that one. We lose 3-1. So the next episode will be the playoffs. So again, it's going to be either a 1 or 2 game episode, depending on how we go on. I'm going to record it now, so we'll carry on playing. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like or even subscribe if you want to see all of the series. And we'll see you later.